Huh? Hello everybody, I'm that one Ken. Welcome back to another drawing video. Today we're doing Lancer from Deltarune, and this character really stuck out to me, mostly because he makes me very uncomfortable, and he's got a very strange look to him. It almost like him not having a face reminds me of that creature from Pan's Labyrinth, if anyone knows what I'm talking about. I don't know why, it's very unnerving, but I haven't played the game yet. I'm trying to get to it. I'm trying to make time to play Deltarune, but I love all the artwork so far. I love all the characters that I've seen have been really cool, and I wanted to give him a shot because I've been trying to draw. It's kind of funny because I've been trying to draw more realistic anatomy. Like, I'm trying to get better at drawing people, and this guy is as far from realistic as you could possibly get. So I guess I just needed to try something different for a little bit, but I saw a lot of fan art of him, and I saw the pixel art of him, and I really like his design. It reminds me a lot of Sans, like all the colors and stuff reminds me a lot of Sans, so I don't know if he's in any way connected to Sans. I don't know if there's any sort of like character connection there, but he seems very goofy. He seems goofy like how Sans was, and I think Sans began as an enemy and then turned into a friendly character. I don't really remember. I still haven't finished Undertale, so I really gotta get on that. I'm always behind with the gaming trends. I never know what the hell's going on. Have you guys heard of this Five Nights at Freddy's? Like, Jesus. No, I'm just kidding. But I haven't had time to get to it, but I really want to get to it. But I love the characters. Like, the character designs for all these characters in Undertale and Deltarune are so cool, and I really wanted to try and draw him because he just has such an interesting design. Like, it's so cool how like his like the base of the spade forms his nose, like kind of how a nose bone would be, because there's a cavity where your nose is if you look at a skull, and it actually kind of looks like the bottom of a spade. So I thought that was a really smart design choice there. But I want to try and draw him and do him more painterly rather than more cartoony. So as you saw earlier, I drew his head way too small, and now I fixed it now, but that's like something I always mess up. I always draw the head too small or too big. I usually draw too big, and in this one I drew too small. But I really don't know much about this character. I'm still trying to stay in the dark about the whole thing because I don't want to get anything ruined for me. But because I'm pretty sure the whole Deltarune game isn't out yet, but I wanted to try and like look up as much reference as I could about the character without ruining anything. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a demo right now, so it's really not that much can be ruined. But all I've derived from looking at pictures is that he rides a bicycle and throws spades. So I'm assuming he's a bad guy. I saw a fight with him. So I based some of my reference off of the fight, because I saw that he like threw spades at you, so I thought that was really cool. So I thought it was a cool idea to have him like doing a drive-by on a bicycle throwing a spade at you. So this is where the idea kind of came from, because I saw a lot of fan art with him riding the bicycle, and now that I realize it, I forgot to draw the engine part, because it looks like he rides a bike, but there's like a rocket on the back of it, like it shoots out flames. I forgot to draw that. Forgive me for that. I forgot to draw the rocket on the back, so just in your imagination, just fill that in. Just imagine a jet of fire coming out the back of this. I don't know. So yeah, but I've been trying to draw more realistic anatomy, and even though I'm trying to draw more realistic stuff, it's knowing how to draw anatomy actually helps, even when you're drawing weird stuff, because there's always gesture in everything that you draw, and gesture is super important. And I realized that that's why a lot of my early artwork looked really stiff, is because I didn't understand gesture. I didn't understand that, you know, the body has a flow to it, and even if it's like a cartoon character, gesture is still really important. And I think I got like a pretty cool gesture here, because he's kind of leaning to the right, and he's got his hands kind of, he's sort of like balancing himself out with his left foot that's like sticking out. So I try to give the illusion that he's like balancing himself as he's whipping this spade at your face. I tried to get the background, well, I'm not to the background yet, but I tried to make the background similar to the game, because I love the backgrounds in Undertale and Deltarune so far. Like, I love the idea of having this black background and it almost makes it feel sort of like dreamy, like sort of not nightmarish, but it sort of makes it feel like you're sleeping. I don't know if that's like the point, but I don't know if I missed something, but I like that it's this very empty world, but there's like your pathway is lit. And because he doesn't draw in Undertale, he doesn't really draw the walls or anything. He sort of just like implies that there's walls there, because most of the background is black, and there's always just like these platforms and stuff sort of floating in the background, and I really like that. It's very like what's the word for it? I can't even think of it. Like a dreamscape almost. Like it's very surreal. That's what I'm going for. It looks very surreal, and I tried to mimic that in this, where the background's like very dark, but there's like these things floating in the distance, and nothing seems to be connected to anything, but it's still afloat, you know. And as for the colors, I tried to it looks like the spades glow in the game, or they're supposed to glow, because obviously they're magical because they're flying around. So I tried to put a little bit of a glow on this one, and I think it looks pretty good. I tried to I've been trying to learn how to do different effects and stuff, because I mean, you could cheat and just use a brush that makes it look like it's glowing, but I wanted to like really paint it to look like it was. And I've been putting these little highlights on things, like these little white highlights on stuff to make it look like it really pops, and to distinguish like plane differences and stuff. What else is there? What else is there to talk about? I don't know what to talk about when I draw these things, or when I watch this back. All I see is all the mistakes that I made. So I try to give the ground a little bit of a texture, so I use a texture brush to kind of make it look all, I think it's supposed to be like a tree, but I thought it just looked kind of cool. The fire I basically just drew as solid colors, and then I smudged it. I usually don't use the smudge tool because I just feel like it looks messy, but for the flames it looked kind of cool, because flames are really hard to draw because they're not really like a solid color, like they're constantly shifting. So like if you look at a picture of a flame, it's really weird. But I think I did all right with that. And then I wanted to draw like some more stuff, some more like little islands floating in the background to give some more light. And I feel like I forgot to do something though. There was something I wanted to do. I don't know. But here it is. Here's the finished product. Hopefully you guys liked it. I think this turned out pretty well. I've been practicing a lot. I've been taking some courses on Udemy or Udemy, I don't know how you pronounce it, and they've been helping a lot. Practice helps a lot, and I'm gonna be putting out a video hopefully soon where I show you some of my old artwork compared to the new stuff, and it's horrifying when you look at some of my old stuff. If you ever need a confidence boost, look at some of my old artwork on DeviantArt or something. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. You can check out the artwork on my Instagram if you want to buy some merchandise, or if you want to support me on Patreon. All the links are down below, and I will see you guys next time. And if you have any ideas for things you want to see me draw, just let me know in the comments, and I'm always looking for suggestions. So anything you guys want to tell me about, even if it's something I don't really know much about, I'll draw it anyway. So just let me know. That's all, folks. I'll see you guys next time.